We're back with the bad vibe with Dwight and Jeremy. And he's whispering.
I always like mouth move, so.
Yeah.
All right, you vibrators out there.
Yeah.
This is episode 59. 10 shy of 69.
We'll have to do something special
Just for
69.
some math.
We're not going to 69 for that
That's just
episode?
some math for you.
Unless there's randomly some like whores here, which there
59 on Highway 59.
Yeah, we live on Highway 59. We don't live on the highway, but
maybe by the time we get to 69, it'll be Interstate 69.
Are we going to be forced to do some gay shit?
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I was hoping not.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
It was up to you.
Well, we just said no. I'm sure there's some listeners that are going to be like, yeah, I'm done. They were looking forward to it
all this time. They're like, when they get to 69, I know they're going to blow each other simultaneously.
They're like, yeah, nope.
That'd be such good audio. It's just like...
Because they know we have good audio, right?
Yeah. So, we may have a lot of background noise, but we have... I've said it before because I listen back to these all the time just to like hate myself.
Uh-huh.
And it's the only podcast that I have in my catalog that I can listen to while mowing my yard. Uh-huh. I can hear us. Every other one, just like you can barely hear them. But yeah, episode 59. This is a big one for
50
us.
50 fucking 9. That's
Remember
crazy.
we had a big celebration for episode 51 because we're too stupid and we forgot to do it on 50?
Oh yeah, we were like, oh yeah, last one was 50.
So we'll probably do some gay shit on episode 70.
Because we can't.
But, yeah, I was telling you, this is what's bullshit about being on a podcast. The other day, I had not funny, but a story, and I called Dwight, and I was like, hey, dude, I gotta tell you. And you were like, just save for the podcast. So I've been, like, sitting on it since Friday.
Yeah, because he called me Friday during the day, and I was like, yeah, just don't even talk. I was busy anyways.
Well, because normally we record on Friday night.
Yeah, I was like, just don't even, all right? Just don't even say it. Just bring it up later. So anyways, it's about the DMV.
Yeah. The dumb motherfucking visitor. That was me. I was the dumb one.
Place?
Yeah, the DMV. The I was not district.
So...
Department of Motor Vehicles. Okay. So anyway...
They're idiots, right?
I was like, duh. I was literally making a sound that is like an over-the-top retard noise. But anyway,
you were a little tardy on that one.
Yeah. So I had to go get my license renewed. And see, my birthday's in May, and it's currently, what, July? No,
it's
September.
It's at the end of September, actually.
I knew July was wrong. I meant to say August, which was also wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's September. So I'm a few months behind. Yeah. I've been driving illegally. So anyway, I went in there, and I haven't been in there in fucking years. I don't remember the last time I was in there. It might have been when I got my license in high school. So I go in, and I don't know their whole fucking dumbass system. I walk in, and there's like chairs sitting there, looks like a classroom.
You got straight up in line, right?
Well, it was worse than
Without getting a paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was all these chairs there like a classroom, and there was like these things blocking it, which you stand up against to take your picture. Mm-hmm. And it was blocking, So I go up to the front counter, and there's this dumb fat bitch sitting there.
They all are.
Yeah. And
they're all dumb, they're all fat, and they're all bitches.
Yeah. And I don't...
Sometimes they're not fat, but they're everything else.
Both of them were that time. But, so I go up there, and this lady's like, yes? Like, real rude. And I was like, and I get socially awkward. Like
you knocked on her door at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
She's like, yeah? Right?
Like, you don't work in the fucking service industry, you dumb whore. So I go, and she's like, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I need to get my license renewed. And she's like, well, do you have a number? And I was like, what do you mean, like a phone number? Okay, I get it. I kind of knew that's not what she meant.
You're like, 361.
I knew that's not what she meant, but I was like, fuck you. So I said, what, my phone number? And she's like, no, you have to go get a ticket. And then when your number's called, you come up here. So I was like, all right. So I go get a number. I sit, and I sit, and I sit. And then they call my number. So I go up there with my number. And she's like, did you fill out the paper to renew? And I was like...
Why didn't she tell you that earlier?
Well, I asked her that. I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, but I would have assumed 20 minutes ago you would have told me that. She's like, well, I just figured you knew.
You've been sitting there that long, then they called you, and then you didn't have it done?
Yeah. Now, you know me. I'm usually pretty,
You're like, hey, I got a number. How about them apples?
Yeah. So she's like, did you fill out the paper? And I was like, no, you should have told me before. And she's like, well, whatever. And I was like, I made like an audible, like I'm pissed. And I was like, she's like, well, you should have known that because you were coming to whatever. And I was like, whatever. So I go back around.
Damn.
I fill out a paper. It takes a while to fill it out.
Yeah, it is.
I filled it out inaccurately, too, on purpose.
Okay.
It says race. I was like, fuck them. I didn't circle anything. It's none of their business. But anyway, so...
she'll check that box off when you're up there.
She checked off asshole.
Yeah.
So I fill out my paper, and then I wait, and they call my number again.
Should have put, like, Jewish or something.
It gave you options of...
Caucasian.
Like, Caucasian or white, Hispanic... American Native or Alaskan Native.
African.
Black.
Is it black?
I think it says black.
No.
It seems wrong, right? Doesn't that seem shitty?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, when you would say, if you were talking to your black friend and you saw another black guy standing by a white guy and you're like, hey, who's that? And he's like, which one? You would say the black guy. But when it's on an official document, it seems wrong.
No. You say the one on the right.
No, but I'm saying, if black, you wouldn't think, like, people don't say black to be mean or racist.
Yeah.
It's just what we say. But on official documents, it seems wrong. So anyway, I go back. Here's the thing. When my number goes off, there's like a screen, and it says which aisle to go, which lane or whatever. Or window, I guess. So it said number 3. So I walk up, and I count from left to right because I'm a fucking American. And the third one doesn't have a 3 above it. It has like a 4. So I was like, so whatever. I went up to the one that actually had the 3, and I told her, I was like, I got the numbers wrong, right? And she's like, what do you mean? This was a different lady. This one was kind of nice. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, that's the 3rd. Yours says 3rd, but yours is actually the 4th. And she's like, well, and then she's like, well, and she started talking, and then the fat bitch next to her that hated me was like, actually, sir, you came in backwards. So I came in the line from the back instead of the front. So I counted from the side I came into, which was the exit side.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like...
You came in back.
Yeah. I was like, well, in America...
No wonder they hate you.
I was like, well, in America, we read left to right. And they're like, ugh. Like, I know they hated me. Now, it gets better. Okay, I did everything. I look fucking like a stroke victim in my license picture.
Oh, everyone does.
Yeah, but...
They wouldn't let you take another one, right?
Well, I didn't care. I had my hair kind of messed up.
You wanted a stroke picture?
I didn't want the stroke look, but I can't help that without a lot of tape. Hold up one side of my face.
They're like, sir, quit crossing your eyes. And you're like, I'm not.
I don't have crossed eyes, but my face is just a little crooked. I think everybody's is. It's just like...
They're like, sir, are you okay? Your left side of your face is drooping.
And I was being confused. I was going in backwards. Right. I didn't know what to do.
They're like, turn around, sir. You got to face the camera.
So anyway, when I took the picture, I knew my hair was messed up. I didn't care. And I just didn't smile because, I don't know, do people smile in those? I don't know. I don't think people normally do, but I didn't for sure. So anyway...
Well, by the time they actually get to the picture part, no one's in a good mood. No one's going to be smiling.
Especially not
me. And if it is, it's a fucking fake one.
Well, anyway...
You may be smiling when you walk in there, when you're, like, having a good time, you're waiting, and then, like, you're waiting, and then you're waiting, and then you've been waiting so long, you've been dealing with their stupid-ass shit for so fucking long, that at the end, you have to force a smile.
I think the only people who actually smile are the people that are thinking about how happy they are it's almost over.
I think sometimes if there is a smile, it comes across as a smile because it's really them just gritting their teeth.
Yeah. Right? It's more like an angry smirk.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, at one point, I don't remember the order this happened in.
Eventually, there's going to be licensed with like a GIF, right? Or GIF, or whatever, right? GIF. But anyway, there's like, or it's a person doing something, and they're like laughing or smiling. And then that's the picture, you know? It'd be better than just a still picture. Mm. Because let's say you're doing something in that, you're kind of moving around a little bit, right? Let's say it's like a from side to side, or like a complete, like, circular of your head. So then the cop would be like, all right, do some spins, right? He's looking at your license.
You're out there modeling for a cop.
He's like, take your hat, take your glasses off, and you're spinning. Now, I don't get it, because they say you can't have a hat on, right?
Oh, we're about to get to that.
Okay. Oh, you're getting to that point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What I did when it was my turn is nothing compared to what I did when it was somebody else's turn. Okay, so this kid was there. He was like first getting his license. He's like 16.
That's what he had to do first?
What?
He was getting his first license.
Yeah.
You're like, he was first getting his license.
Yeah, and then he was going to go out.
Then he's getting his car. Yeah. And then he's getting...
So, anyway, he was there, and like, all right, he was like, looked like a fucking loser. But it was a Friday in Texas, so it was like he was on his way to a high school football game afterwards. So he had painted on his face like 2 lines on his cheek of like his school colors.
Yeah, he is a loser.
Yeah, so he had like a red and a black line painted on his cheek. So I guess probably like everybody in his school did it or something. So he's up there, and he's, like, joking around. They're loving him. And I was like, what the fuck? They're assholes to me. Of course, I was kind of rude. So anyway, he's joking around with them and stuff. And they're like, all right, take your picture. And the one who was taking his picture was, like, new, I guess. She was the one who I went to eventually, the nice one. And he even said, his dad was like, does he have to take that makeup off? That was funny that his dad called it makeup.
Yeah.
But, and the lady's like, I don't... And I knew they were going to tell him he had to. But the other lady's like, you have to take that off. You have to take that off. You can't leave that on. And the kid's like, okay. And then I was sitting in the seats, but, like, it's all right there. And I was like, the lady that went before didn't have to take her makeup off.
Oh.
I didn't say it loud, but I said it loud enough. I wanted the kid to hear me. It was more to be funny, but the lady heard. And she was like, well, and of course, there is no answer to that. What are you going to say?
No, there's not.
There's no answer
She can look fake, but he can't?
Exactly. She's like, well...
He's not even looking fake. What is he trying to be? Like looking an Indian?
I got her pretty good, though.
Okay.
She was like, well, you see, I think what the reason is that it's supposed to look how you normally look, because for identification purposes. I was like, all right, 2 things. First, you don't know that lady wears makeup every day. 2, you don't know that kid doesn't. And she's like, yeah, but he doesn't.
She said that?
Yeah, and the kid was like, yeah, this is just for Friday. I was like, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I'm fucking...
He had an in.
He had it.
If it would have been me, and we would have both been doing that, like, acting like we didn't know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I'm like, I wear this every day because it's my religion. Right?
They said that too. They said for religion, and I was like, pfft. Like, because that's stupid.
She wears makeup because of religion? No, it's because she thinks she's got an ugly face.
No, she did. Yeah, no, thanks. She knew.
You know what I mean? No,
she was ugly with
you know
makeup.
what I mean?
Can't
Like, they put on makeup to cover up all kinds of shit.
To make themselves
you know
prettier.
What I mean?
Yeah.
She drinks coffee and soda all the time, so she's got acne, so she puts 10 pounds of makeup on.
And you know what's funny is makeup, like a lot of girls wear lipstick, which it's whatever. You can wear what you want. But lipstick makes your lips red, which simulates being turned on sexually. You know, like when a chick is like super, like basically like dripping, like their lips fill with blood, and then, you know how they get red right here? I mean, I'm sure you've noticed that, especially if you ever fucked a white girl. But they get like their below their neck, above their chest, like turns red. Their cheeks get kind of blushy when they're like super fucking.
That's when they're sick.
No, it's when they're like super like. Anyway, makeup, rosy cheeks, red lips. So she's trying to look like she's like wet, like she's getting fucked or something. But anyway, and she even says, she's like, well, that's normal. Like women normally wear makeup.
Are you a fucking doctor or something? I've never heard of that shit.
No, you just fuck doctor-complected girls.
Yeah, but
you've never seen a chick. Like, they get real, like...
I didn't know that was like that.
Yeah, it's like because they're, like, all turned on and shit. Don't you wish we had something that simple? And not your pants stick out in the front?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like straight up, that's a visual.
If you want to cover it up,
you know what I mean?
Button the
you don't have to be like, all right, is that lipstick or is that blood on your lips? You know what I mean? All right, does she got a rash? Has she been itching on her chest? Or is she turned on? No, it's like, is that a banana in his pants or does he happen to see me? You know what I mean? No, I mean, that's... It's straight up, all right, he's got a heart on, he must want to fuck me. I'm like, she's got lipstick on, she might want to fuck me?
The guy in the next cubicle.
Or she wants me to think I want to fuck her.
Both are the same.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Of course, if you see a chick with lipstick on, you can't, like...
Hold on.
You're like, yeah, I didn't rape her, she had red lips.
You go to, like, start, like, making out with her, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're like, hey, you got red lips and your chest is red. Let's fuck.
But at the same token, if you were in a room with a girl, and like, it was just you and her, and you had a boner and she grabbed it, you know that's what you were wanting. Because that's why it's there. It only
it's came like, whoa. Right?
Yeah.
That's for later. Right?
I've never had a boner when I didn't... Like, I've had it when I couldn't fuck a lot in school or whatever. But I've never been with a girl and, like, my dick's hard and I'm like, I don't want to do it. I never.
Yeah. You're like, what are you doing? Right? You're looking down, you're like, stop it.
No, the opposite.
Now is not the time, right?
The opposite is true for sure.
You're like, we're at a funeral.
I bet I'm sure I've had like some type of fucking boner at a funeral. Right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure girls had lips that were red and red chests.
They paint them red in the casket. What does that mean?
Do they? Yeah, that's weird. They're like, she's gonna go down fucking, right? Or wanting to fuck anyways, right? They got some red blush and start smeared on her chest. I mean, I've never, that's really weird right there, but.
So anyway, I was trying to take up for the kid, And
I forgot about the DMV. We went off on this.
We actually need to get back to the sex stuff.
All right. So, anyways,
remind
DMV.
me, unwanted boners.
Okay.
Don't show me, just tell me.
Okay.
You're like, here's one.
I'm like, remember? Right.
I'll remind you in 10 episodes.
All right. Anyways.
So she says the only other thing would be.
You know how many times we say "so"? Anyways,
a lot.
Like every episode.
Of the fucking thing.
I was gonna say every episode should be called "so." Anyways.
Yeah.
And then that. Anyways. Right.
Every episode should be called "We'll Get Back To," and it's something we clearly don't get back to.
Yeah.
But so anyway, that wasn't on purpose.
All right, let's go.
We were like arguing or whatever. Not arguing, but kind of like going
you and
back
the fat
and forth.
bitch?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So she said, she's like, yeah, she kind of had no answer for why women can wear makeup and men can't. Because like I said, there is no answer. That's unconstitutional. That's sexism.
Yeah.
But,
so Bruce Jenner
he can wear makeup.
goes to take a DMV picture, and they're like, "I'm sorry, sir, but you have to take that off," right? And he's like, "No, where does it say that?" They're like, "No, women can wear makeup." I'm sorry, sir, ma'am, whatever.
Shit.
You can't.
Oh shit!
Right? You got to take that war paint off. Right? You're not going to a football game, right?
Even though you probably star at it, you big freak of an athlete.
As they're telling him, the kid comes out of the bathroom wiping off his. He's like, "So I had to take off mine too, right?" All right.
So she said the only other thing that we have like a guideline is for religious purposes, and that's I laughed.
So we're a fucking yarmulke, dude.
So, yeah, I know. So that's fucking stupid. So I laughed, and then the dad was like, "Oh, football's kind of a religion around here." Which okay, whatever. And then the kid went back in the back, and I was like, the dad said, he's like, "So what about like Muslims that wear like a burqa?" And they're like, "Well, they can't wear a thing that covers their face." Because then you can't see their face, right? And I was like, well, you either can practice your religion or you can't. Yeah. You can unless it covers.
Well, no, you can't be a Muslim.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
She said they can wear the thing over that covers their hair, but they can't cover their face. And it was like, well, you can't say like, okay, well, if your religion says this, it's okay, but if it says this, come on, that's ridiculous. Of course it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to follow any of that bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Wearing a mask is no more ridiculous than praying to the saints in Catholic Church. No more ridiculous. I don't hold Catholics any higher than I hold Muslims. The guys that blow people up and the people that fuck little boys are in the same fucking level to me. Really. They really are. So you can't say the Muslim bitch can't cover her face in her picture, which would be hilarious.
If all of a sudden...
you can't even see her. It could just be a picture of the fucking thing.
Yeah, it could be anybody's eye.
There doesn't even have to be a person behind.
It could be anybody's eye. It could be a fucking mannequin sitting there with a rabbit in their hair. Right?
They should just have like one picture.
Yeah.
And then you come in, you're Muslim, they're like, you don't have to take a picture, we gotta stop.
Yeah. And it's just a stamp.
Yeah.
They just like stamp it, right?
Muzzies.
So if like Christians or whatever all of a sudden got a like they started wearing some kind of hat or something.
Yeah.
Right? It would be okay in the driver's license picture.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? If all of a sudden like a backwards hat was what Christians did, right? Everyone's like, "Hey, where's your you know what I mean? They got their hat forward. Like, I'm sorry, sir, you're not gonna be able to wear that." He turns it backward. "Sorry, I'm a Christian." Right? And then they take his picture. "You're good with me, man." Right? It shows the picture of the Jesus guy with two,
yeah.
where he's doing like
cool
the
Jesus
whatever
or whatever it is.
So it depends on your religion, because they know that Christians got like a little gay cross hanging from their neck.
See, it doesn't.
Right?
I get what they're saying. Like, here's the deal. I just like to argue semantics. Obviously, taking a picture for identification and your face being completely covered is stupid. But if your religion says, because like, let's say your religion is like you're Hindu and they have that thing on their forehead, they would let them wear that because that's part of their religion. But why would Hindus get more like leeway with the U.S. government than Muslims? Muslims have contributed more to the fucking world, to humanity, than Hindus have. They like basically like invented half of our science that we have now. So why don't we give them a little more credit? I know they've had a bad run for the last couple hundred years. You take down 2 buildings, they never forget.
Was this chick like black?
She was white. She was. If you want an idea of what she was,
were any of them black?
No.
Were any of them anything other than white?
No.
Were they all fat?
Yes.
Chicks.
Yes.
Dude.
One was, the mean one was...
They're always... DMV people are always... They're either...
Sometimes they're black, but when they are, they're also fat.
Yeah.
The one that was being like kind of a dick to me was probably late 40s, chubby, short haircut. No, you know how like I don't judge women by like being like sex objects, but they judge themselves that way. Mm-hmm. So she had no, she had nothing to give a man sexual. Like she wasn't attractive, and I think a lot of times when women are super unattractive, they act unattractive. You know what I mean?
So her lips and chest never get red.
No. But you know what I'm saying, though? I think that they have a grudge against the world, maybe.
Unless she paints
sometimes. I'm not saying everybody. But she had that attitude of like, well, I don't care because my life sucks. The other one was, she was like big, but she was kind of pretty and kind of pleasant. And it may be that they were both equally ugly, but her attitude was much more attractive than the other one. So, but, you know, they were what you're thinking they were. They looked like fucking shitty, like, school teachers.
So...
They're dumbass fucking government workers.
So, yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
No, so anyways, right? I was going to say... Oh, let's say some cop was beating up... Was that kid black?
No.
Damn it.
There were no blacks.
I was going to say, what if a cop beat up the kid, right?
Yeah.
And then he's got like a mark on his cheek, right? Like not like a scar, but like a scuff.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but you're going to have to cover that up. Because you're not going to have that in a month.
I wonder what
when
they do
a cop
for that.
looks at you, right?
I wonder what they do for
So let's say, like, or he's real nervous, so his cheeks are blushing, right?
Or
They're like,
he's turned on.
you're going to have to take that makeup off. It ain't makeup, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my skin. Well,
I wonder what
don't
they
be
do.
nervous.
If you go in there and you just got the fuck beat out of you, you've got two black eyes, your nose is all crooked.
You got a beard, right?
Yeah. If I shave my beard tomorrow, I won't look like my license.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the guy's like, I'm sorry, man, this guy in here has a beard on, right?
How could you possibly be the same guy?
Yeah. I don't know. Wait, and it's like 2 months, I'll look like that.
Yeah.
I'll stop shaving. But now, but then like a chick though, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't it say on there your hair color?
Yeah.
Like straight up anybody, not just chicks, but can change their hair color the day they go home.
Especially if you change it like good, like professional looking.
If you like dye your people could dye
it a natural color.
If you dye it all like normal natural colors, you would look like a different person. You go get a tan and then dye your hair.
If you got your beard grown out pretty thick and did your license and it's red as fuck, and then you dye it black, you will not look like the same human.
No, I wouldn't.
It's like there's some red-bearded freak that robbed a bunch of places, and they would be asking you to help find you because you look so much different. They're like, hey, there's this fucking freak Redbeard. Come help us. And you're like, I'll get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, were we done with that?
I was gonna talk about dicks.
Oh, why?
I know what I was
Do you
gonna
have
say.
a hard on when you go up there?
No.
You're like, hey, my face is up here.
Wouldn't it be funny?
Right, the cop's all like, hey, I remember that. Your
that,
picture of your license is a picture of your dick.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be funny. What if all of our faces looked about the same, but dicks were what varied the most?
I mean, you're not going to go put makeup on that. Or
genitals.
Nothing, right?
Dicks, pussies, whatever.
Yeah.
So your picture was that. So, like, when you get pulled over, the cop's like, let me see your license, Mr. Smith. And he's like, all right, drop him. And he measures it up. He's like, same guy.
He's like, hey, you've shaved.
He's like, did you dye those pubes? Yeah. Has anybody ever dyed their pubes?
Yeah. Shit. He's like, hold on. Pick it up.
They like to see that underneath weird part. That's like the fingerprint.
He starts showing you some porn. He's like, it looked bigger last time. Right?
The underneath of a dick looks like an alien.
He's like, was the lady at the DMV kind of hot? You're like, she was chubby, but
they never are.
She had a good attitude, so it was kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, you had a chub.
She laughed at a few of my jokes, so I got hard instantly. That's all it really takes for me. But what I was going to say about dicks and stuff, I said you never have a boner and don't want it. But have you ever had like erectile dysfunction? Yeah. Have you ever been like it wouldn't get fully hard?
No.
Dude, I did a lot when I was younger, and now don't. Is that weird?
You were like athletic and stuff like that, though. So you were always
not that young. Like in my 20s. There was a few times I'd be like,
you weren't athletic in your 20s.
no. So, but there was a few times where I would be like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it was. It's like
what you were eating?
I don't know. I think it was honestly the chick, maybe. Like something about it, like was just, I don't know. But I was just wondering. I was hoping you'd say yes, and I'd be like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
I already said me, and then you're like, never.
I'm like, no,
but
man, you might need to get that checked out. Right?
Yeah, I know. I used to see commercials, and it'd be like, are you a man over 40? And I'm like, no, I'm 22 or whatever. I'm 26.
And the fine print where it's like, if you're around 40 and you're ever having these problems, you need
You're
to go
a
see a
faggot.
doctor right now. Right? You know what I mean?
You go see
Saying
a
all that
doctor
stuff,
and he's
like-
like, do you ever think maybe you're attracted to men?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not.
You're like, I'm trying to fuck this chick and I just can't. It won't get hard. And he's all like...
He's like, next time think about
Hold
a
on. He
hot
starts
guy.
unbuttoning his shirt and he's like, see, it works. He's like, see?
But isn't it weird that I would have, like, I'm talking like, okay, let's say every 10 times you have sex, like, 2 of them would be, like, an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, I'm trying to think of
And the one that it didn't kind of looks manly, right?
It was the same chick. It
Right.
only ever happened with the same chick.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, like, pretty hot, I thought at the time, for sure. I thought she was too good for me, like, looks-wise. Maybe that was why? I was like, I don't deserve this. I don't know. But it was a definite, like, it was something I was like, I'm only, like, 25 or whatever. I got, like, most guys are, like, 60 when this happens. So when I'm 60, my dick might just fall off. I don't know.
It's just going to be, like, withered away, right?
if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing because I was, like, 24, I guess, and she was 18. So I'm thinking, like, 18. Guys her age, dicks stay hard. They just are always.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want it? It's like,
Yeah.
So I was like, eesh. I don't know what it was.
I was getting too excited saying yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, they do. Right?
They damn sure do get hard.
I want to see one right now. They're like, yeah, the 69 episode is going to happen. Right?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely leading to that.
But,
you multiply what we've just done by 10, and it's basically blowing each other.
so when you went to go take your picture, were you wearing a hat?
Nah. Oh, I took it off. I took it off.
Okay.
I didn't want to
See,
be wearing it.
When I went to go get mine done, it was a while back, right? I went up there and the lady's like, please remove your hat. I'm like, right? I didn't get the chance to be like, she's like, why are you signing? I didn't have none of that like you were in. You know,
Yeah.
you were in one of those moments I wish I was in.
I rarely get like
and
that.
I usually get in.
I don't like talk to people much, but when I hit, like, you know how it is, like, my mood's either real high or real low.
Yeah.
And when it's real high, you can't shut me up. You've tried.
Yeah.
You're like, dude. And I'm like, no, fuck these people.
No, I mean, like, seriously, there's an old lady next to you. Stop talking about dicks. Right? And you're like, I can't.
I don't know what it is. I'm like manic.
Yeah.
I'm manic.
Anyways, all right, I gotta fix my headset. Anyways, so I'm like, there's an old lady right there. She's gagging.
I'm like, so anyway, 18-year-olds have rock hard cocks.
and she was like, are they still? Right.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, when I went, I was wearing my hat, and the lady's like, please remove it. And I know the thing is like, it's an identification thing, but I'm always wearing a hat. Anybody that knows me, from waking up to going to sleep, I wear my hat.
Unless a cop busts in while you're sleeping, then what?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, this ain't the guy, right? Yeah, right? You know what I mean?
I know the guy was here. I see his hat there.
He gets a hat, and he puts it on me. He's like, that's him! Right?
He's like, the guy's been here. His hat's on
He's
the
like,
bedpost.
hey, he kicks down the door. He goes and grabs me out of bed. They turn on the light. Like, we got the wrong guy, right? He's like, hey, can you come help us find him? Yeah, hold on. Let me get my hat. Right? I put it on. There he is, right?
That motherfucker came out of nowhere. He must have been
turns
hiding in
around.
the closet.
He's trying to take my gun. Right?
They're like, where's that no hat guy? I'm pretty sure the hat guy's been fucking his wife.
Oh, my gosh. Why do you have a heart on?
Your brother doesn't, but he should.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm like, no matter who knows me, right? No matter who knows me, everyone knows me. And like, if I'm driving a car or something, I'm gonna have a hat on. So the guy's gonna like look in, and I'm gonna, you know.
I mean, it
wouldn't stick out of the norm. You're gonna look at my ID, and it's gonna have one.
I think it's dumb to tell him not to wear.
That's
hats.
like, I can't wear this shirt because I'm not gonna be wearing this shirt when he pulls me over.
That's exactly
You know
the argument.
You know what I mean? I'm wearing a blue shirt now. Could be wearing a red one. The red one's gonna make my eyes look different. My hair color's gonna look different.
That is the exact argument.
I mean, that's crazy.
That is like the perfect argument. Next time you go,
And
try to
glasses.
wear your hat.
They make you take your glasses off.
Even if you no. If you have to have glasses to drive, you leave them on
No. Crystal has to.
to drive.
And they make her take her glasses off.
Does she look weird with no glasses?
Yeah, she looks weird.
People that always wear them
She looks like her mom.
Ugh.
Yeah.
She ages 30 years when she takes them
Yeah.
off.
She takes them off
Her
and
hair
it's
turns
like,
gray.
it's like instant. You know what I mean? And then you put them back on and it, like, yeah.
Y'all are in the house and she's like, takes them off to clean them and be like, ugh.
In like 20 years, I'm like, oh, sorry, I thought Crystal was in there, right? But no,
You're gonna end up fucking her mom.
No, in like 20 years, like, she's gonna try to put the glasses back on. It won't do it again. Right? She's like, where's my old glasses? Right? I got all this gray hair on here.
Oh, shit.
But-
Gray hair on her is gonna stick out like a motherfucker because her hair's like jet black.
Yeah.
One gray hair, and it's gonna you're gonna be able
It's
to see
not
it from
black.
half a mile away.
You always think it's black.
Her hair is
It's
black.
dark brown.
Dude.
Very dark brown.
Dude.
Very dark brown.
What color is the night sky?
I've been looking at her hair for 7 years.
I've never
That's
really...
kind of odd, right?
7 years straight.
I've been staring at her hair for 7 years.
I've never really looked at her hair.
It's grown so much.
I mean, I've clearly never held it in my hand, detached from her head like you have.
Yeah.
But I've never really looked. But I mean, yeah, she has black hair. I mean,
it's dark brown.
What does it say on her license? Black.
No, it says dark brown.
Then it's wrong.
No,
my license just says I'm 6'2", so
a black dude's brown. So I mean,
skin is brown.
Yeah.
Her hair is black.
Why do they call them black though?
I think because it's like a negative sounding.
Well, we all call them black,
right?
No, we shouldn't.
Well, we're not white and they're not black, but white's good and black's bad. I think that's where it came from. It's a connotation that comes with.
Yeah, but it's not like, let's say, in the, that movie.
I mean, they used to call them something way
White
worse
Man's
than black.
Burden, where the black people were the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the white people were the hood and all that.
Yeah.
I don't think they call them black because we're white, and then
I think they don't call them anything. They just call
they
us
are dark,
ghosts.
so I can see where the black came from.
I mean, black makes more sense than calling them pink, but
yeah.
But I think
what if they called them brownies? Would that ruin the food
or make it better?
You know what I mean? Some guy is people think he's a cannibal and he loves brownies, so then they're all
I mean, I would assume that
he's gonna go home and eat some brownies, and they're I knew it.
If black people were called brownies, especially by as
that
a
sounds
race,
worse than black, right?
I know, but if we did call them that, the food wouldn't be called that.
Yeah, they would call it
except
black.
In the South, in real racist places, that's what they call it. Kind of
racist places.
Foods that have racist names, right? There's a bunch.
What?
Yeah, around here, there's just not even foods, but there's just little sayings that are racist. You just grow up knowing it.
Foods?
Food, little sayings, all kinds.
What food is racist?
I'm just saying. Brazil nuts, they look like black people's toes.
Does it?
I mean, kind of. Some black people's toes.
What's a Brazil nut?
It's a nut from Brazil.
I took that, but yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
What's some more? I don't know these.
You don't know racist food?
No.
I guess watermelon isn't. It's just they make fun of black people for eating it, I guess.
We had a dog that hated Mexicans. He was racist. And I guess Asians would see him as food. Right?
Yeah, but
he was some racist
Hank
food.
wasn't racist. Well, he was racist, but he learned to be better. After we had him for a while, he started being cool with Herman.
Yeah, he's right?
I don't think he trusted him, but he didn't growl at him anymore.
Neither did I.
He would keep an eye on him.
Yeah. I'm good job, Hank. I had to go to the bathroom, right?
But yeah, that dog really didn't like darker complected people at first. I think maybe just because somebody who owned him was black or just dark complected or whatever they were mean to. I don't know. That was a racist ass dog though at first.
Yeah. They gave him food he didn't like.
And his name was Hank.
Right.
Which sounds like a racist name.
Yeah. Oh. Hank
he might have decided to be
dog.
racist once we named him Hank. He's well, you got to play the hand that's dealt to you.
Yeah.
He's they're calling me Hank. They're white. They probably hate the blacks. But
what's some more racist?
I mean, I'm just saying. There's old sayings and
You're
stuff.
Brazil nuts. I'm what the fuck is that?
There's old sayings.
The racist nuts or something. I don't know.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, if black people were called brownies as a derogatory term, they probably wouldn't call the food brownies. At least not in polite company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to the church bake sale and they're get some of these brownies. No brownies can buy them though because they're expensive and brownies don't have much money.
They're gooey, just like the other ones. And they're what?
They're gooey. I don't think black people are gooey. Anyway,
so I'm saying they're
black people aren't black. Crystal's hair is. We get it. Mm-hmm. So, got
any more DMV stories?
DMV no. The one thing that I've been saying I was going to talk about something for the last 10 episodes about some of my childhood shit. I wanted to tell the story of a lovely lady. No, remember my stepmom who was
Carol
not a lovely
Brady?
lady? No,
was it Carol?
Carol was the mom. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I dated a girl whose parents were named Mike and Carol.
No.
I swear to God. They weren't Brady, though.
Bradley?
Ryan. Mike and Carol Ryan. So, which is Brady, Ryan. It's the same. It's a small name.
A
Irish
male's first
sounding.
name?
Yeah. It was I didn't know for a while. I was I knew that her dad's name was Mike, I knew that her mom's name was Carol, but I didn't put it together. And then one day I was sitting there, I was like, dude, the fucking Brady Bunch. And she's like, yeah, duh.
Do you have 5 brothers and sisters? And a maid? Right?
Definitely no maid. I think like 2 or 3 of them were maids.
Right.
They were poor.
They were whores?
Poor?
Oh.
A couple of them were whores.
Like, what does that have to do with being a maid?
A couple of them were whores, and by now I'm sure they all are.
Whores?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, not actual whores, but you know, like.
Oh yeah, didn't you have a question? Like,
oh fuck.
There's a he put on Facebook. What do you put? Twitter?
On Twitter. Yeah.
There's like, hey, what do you want us to talk about?
Yeah, I do that every once in a while. I usually forget, and
we already talked about Dick, so he should be happy.
Yeah. So.
Right. We've talked about it quite a bit, so he's probably really happy.
We have yeah.
He's like, no problem down here. Right?
We have a question from, it's on Twitter at SBannBlack. It's SBANNBLACK. And
people always say you fucked their shit up on there.
Yeah, I do a lot. I'm not good at reading. So,
it's got to be exact or they don't find him.
Yeah, I know. His first question was, are all women on Twitter pussy-eating man-haters? I mean, no.
On Twitter?
The real answer is no, because they're not all. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
So it's twatter?
A lot of... yeah, like, oh, what's his name? You know how it is. There's a lot of women... You're saying, like, are all women, like, a negative thing on Twitter? They're not all, but when somebody's, like, a bitch or a dick about something, it stands out. They're louder. So, you know, it'd be like...
Oh, chicks?
People. You don't hear the guy that's like, everything's cool with me. He's not loud.
Oh, yeah, the guy's
but the
like,
ones
hey...
that are like, men suck.
He's like,
loud.
everyone have a great fucking day.
Yeah, you know.
Right?
You never hear that guy. There's millions of that guy.
Yeah.
But then there's the chicks, like you said, pussy eating
when someone's got a problem with something, they're going to go and express it. But what he's saying is...
Are all women...
Are all the chicks on Twitter whores? Or
no, pussy eat... Like feminists. Like hardcore feminists.
Okay.
Where they're like, we don't need men. You know, that kind of shit. No, of course they're not. I know a couple that are awesome and whatever. But, yeah, a fuckload of people on Twitter are fucking dicks that are pushing an agenda.
2 dudes created Twitter, so they should be, like, not on it. You know what I mean?
You say women shouldn't be on Twitter?
No, feminists.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I was like, really?
You know what I mean? Like, it was 2 dudes that created it.
They should create their own, you're saying?
I remember when they were on Conan, and the guy's like, yeah, so come on, check it out, you know? And I was like, okay, right?
You have Twitter from, like, 1987?
I was like the 5th person on there or something.
You could be famous on Twitter easy if you wanted.
And I was just like, fuck all that. I still don't get it. I'm glad you do it. Ugh. But anyways,
yeah.
No, it was 2 dudes that created it, so the feminists...
So feminists should hate it.
They shouldn't be on Facebook either, or MySpace, for that matter.
Basically,
Instagram was probably created by a chick.
Should they be able to vote, in your opinion?
No, Instagram was definitely made by a dude, because he wants pictures of like, chicks and stuff.
Yeah, Pinterest or whatever, that's chicks all the way.
Pinterest.
It's the one where chicks always like, look what I made.
And whoever created TikTok is probably a priest.
I don't know TikTok.
No, priests like little boys.
Oh.
No, a child molester or something like that. Because all the little kids that are on that.
I don't know what TikTok is.
Like half naked. You know what I mean?
It's TikTok.
You know what I mean? It's like, they're like pretty much like slutty, like maybe teenagers.
It sounds the same as
Musically, it's the same shit.
Yeah, I got that because I was like, oh, I wonder if I could like make videos and then use them. I look at it's like 13-year-old girl acting horror.
They're always like doing some like dance or whatever, and I'm like, what the?
Because I felt like
all these little white girls acting like they're black girls. That's what it is. They're all like doing little dances to like black stuff.
They do this one thing where they make themselves look ugly, and they're like, so you don't like me? And then they like do something, and then they're supposed to be pretty. But the ugly is just them with like white dots on their face.
There's one where this girl's like, look at me. And then she like turns around, she has a hoodie on, and now she looks like a dude.
And you still fuck her?
And I was like, what?
You're like, still? I just started watching.
Like now she looks like Justin Bieber or something, you know?
Oh.
That dude looks fucking like trashy.
Yeah, but I mean...
Justin Bieber? No, he looks like he's white trash. I mean, he always has been.
I guess he is white trash. He's from Canada.
But he looked like white fucking trash, dude. Like he's practicing for Trailer Park Boys or something like that. Like
he is Canadian.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he'll be on it.
I mean, he was wearing like a fucking Hawaiian shirt. He has like a mullet and like a beard or something.
He kind of looks like Joe Dirt a little bit.
Fuck? You know what I mean?
We have one more question.
Yeah.
Same guy.
He's Joey Dirt.
Second. Oh, this one's another real serious question from the same dude. From the band Black guy. Band with 2 N's.
Yeah, no one's going to find him because
they'll find him. Dude, in this, I'll tell you this before I read this question.
You're like, no, wait, it's got to be your band.
No.
You know
okay,
I mean?
look,
Like,
I'm going to say it right one time. It's SBANNBLACK. You should follow him, too, because he makes, he edits videos. He edits dicks into videos, mostly, but they're pretty funny. So anyway, he said, with advancements in technology on the rise, will Don Lemon or Anderson Cooper be able to have asshole babies soon? All right, I don't know who Don Lemon is, because I was thinking Jack Lemon. I was like, isn't he dead? I know that dates me. I'm old. But I'm assuming Don Lemon's also gay, because Anderson Cooper is, and gay people are who would want to have asshole babies. Yeah, probably. Right?
My mom had an asshole baby.
yeah, she did. And I got to do a fucking podcast with him every week. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it won't be much longer before you and your boyfriend can make a baby, right? Like, without having a girl around?
I don't have a boyfriend.
No, but I'm saying, like, your future boyfriend. I can't make a baby with my boyfriend because I can't get it up. Or I couldn't when I was 20.
He's like, I want an asshole baby. I'm sorry.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, for sure, right? In the next 100 years, there's going to be a gay couple that use no women involved and have a baby.
Do you think a gay dude, like, you know how gay dudes talk gay, right?
Yeah.
He's like, man, this stinks, right? Yeah, it does. Look where you've been putting it.
My friend, a friend of mine will remain nameless, he's a real friend, like in real life, got engaged to a dude. They've been like...
That's what they do.
I know, but I'm saying, it was a big deal because he told his dad. His dad didn't... Like his dad, I guess, knew he was gay, but he had never told him. So he had to tell his dad, he's like, yeah, me and Matt aren't just buddies. His dad's like, duh. Y'all have lived together for 7 years.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you're best buds.
Yeah. He's like, y'all are butt buddies, but he doesn't know they really are. He's just like making fun of
him. He's like, hey, Dad, look. He's like, hey, we're going to have a wedding. He's like, and he's going to be your best man? Right?
He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be his when he gets married. Yes. Right?
Could you imagine, though, all right, because this friend of mine, his dad is a ranch foreman. Mm-hmm. He grew up on a ranch. His dad is, macho as fuck.
And he probably hates black people.
I mean, yeah, he definitely, for sure, yeah.
Okay. Is that guy's boyfriend black?
No.
No,
they're both white.
He's like, no, son, you're ruined.
Dude, that really...
You can never go back, right?
I wonder if his dad thinks being gay is a phase. He's been going through since we were 7.
He's like, okay. He's like, so when you get divorced, you're going to marry a chick this time.
Yeah, he's like, right? You're going to get a hot chick because, you're in great shape. Because he is.
Yeah.
35, they work out every day because they don't have kids to take care of. Being gay is awesome except for getting fucked in the ass. That's the one drawback. And you don't get to be
You
around
either get
chicks.
fucked in the ass or you fuck in the ass.
Yeah, I think they do both. I don't think there's a real, I'm a top. I'm a bottom. There's no way you're a guy and you only get fucked. What do you do? What is your thing? Just getting fucked? There's no way that's good. Or fun, or enjoyable. It may be enjoyable, but it's not as enjoyable. You just get fucked and you're done. Your boyfriend's like, all right, see ya. And you're just
that's why chicks don't like us.
That's exactly what
happened. You know what I mean? They're like, you just walked off and left. Well, shit, you can't fuck me. What else are we gonna do? Are we gonna lay here and cuddle?
Could you imagine a gay couple cuddling after they fuck? Does that seem weird?
Yeah.
I'm not
it does with anybody, really.
I'm not homophobic.
You know what I mean?
But I just I'm thinking of two guys like me, I'm not a real feminine looking gay guy. That's one thing, but two men that have work boots in the corner. You know what I mean?
Well, you're like, I gotta go run. I gotta go to the rig.
You get done and you're walking out the room and you fart and shut the door real quick, to stink up the room. Shit. I don't know, but yeah, being gay. I mean, those guys.
So, anyways, let's watch some NFL, right?
Because I'm sure there's couples that are both
football
real masculine.
Fan? Oh, okay.
Because there's gay people that are real masculine, and there's some that seem kind of feminine, and you would think that they like each other. But I'm sure sometimes it's a real man's man fucks a real man's man.
Yeah, I mean he likes muscle dudes because he is one.
Yeah.
I mean they don't have to.
I'm saying watches football, racist jokes, drinks beer and throws the cap on the floor. Two of them. That's the kind of gay you don't want.
They're both wife beaters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're both like, bitch, give me another beer. He's like, no, bitch, you give me a beer. They arm wrestle. Right? It's a tie. I don't know.
But if you're gonna be gay, you don't want to hook up with that kind of dude because your house is never gonna be clean.
Yeah.
You know, you want to hook up with like
and
a
then
real...
two feminine ones would be weird too, though. But then lesbians get together. But then they're not girly lesbians either.
I've never seen a couple, like a lesbian couple, that are both hot. Usually one's a little more butch.
Yeah, one of them's got like a shaved head and like wears like a strap.
It's like basically the other one isn't a lesbian.
Like not like
they wear like
not
a
a bra,
tight
but the
sports
opposite
bra
of a bra.
something?
You know,
like a sports bra. Or maybe they just wrap it up with like ace bandages.
Some of them wear like a. It's like a.
So when they
kind of like a. I'm saying a sphinx.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah. So when they get ready to like when
Egyptian cat, they wear an Egyptian cat on their fucking chest.
You know that anyway.
I'm sure gay people do.
So
it's probably like nice fur.
If you're a lesbian couple, right, and one's real butch, and she has her tits like wrapped up with an ace bandage, and they get ready to fuck.
You're like, oh my gosh, were you injured?
But she looks like she has broke ribs.
Yeah, I was once. Now I like chicks.
So when they get ready to fuck, do they take that off?
Yeah, she like unhooks it in the back and she slowly unwraps it.
It's all sexy. She like unwraps it. I mean, do they though?
I don't know.
How much do tits become involved in lesbian sex when it's a real like masculine like what's the nice word? Dyke is what I'm thinking of, but what's the real word? What do they say? Butch, like real butch.
Butch, okay.
It sounds just as bad as dyke. I don't know if it is or not.
I'm like, butch, okay.
I'm not trying to say the mean
one, but
it's all I know.
I'm not trying to hurt any feminist feelings, but I don't know.
If a feminist has listened to these 59 episodes and hasn't got her feelings hurt yet, she's tough.
Yeah, she's all like almost tearing up, right?
She's like, the ace bandage was too much.
Yeah.
You talked about fucking cats for 2 straight episodes like 10 years ago or whatever, a couple of years ago. I can handle that.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, that's a call.
She's like, I'm not wearing sphinx fur. I'm not doing that.
But I wonder, though, like, I almost wish we had, like, a lifeline we could call, like, a lesbian couple.
You always say that. I wish we had a lifeline. We can go call this person.
Because I wish we had.
I'm like, hey, lesbians. Yeah.
I wish we had a real dykey lesbian.
In unison, right? They're like, yes. Right? Yes, but bad vibe.
I wonder how much the breasts of the more butch one come in. Because you want her to look more manly. That's what the appeal is. And she got some big old floppers. She doesn't look like much of a man.
All right, let's think about this for a minute, right? All right, let's say, dudes are wanting to have babies, right?
Okay.
Gay dudes are wanting to have babies.
Yeah.
So then, of course, the lesbians can do it, right?
Yeah.
So there's the feminine one and then, like, the masculine one.
Yeah.
Of the 2 chicks. Let's say the feminine one can't have a baby.
Okay.
So masculine
so
does.
The ugly one?
So then huh?
So if you want to get them pregnant, you got to fuck the ugly
one?
No,
they can do the fucking insemination shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm all natural.
The masculine ones are like, oh yeah, let's have a baby, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then, and the other one's like, I can't.
I don't have ovaries.
You're like, yeah, they're like, I was raped by my grandpa or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't have kids.
That's probably why I hate men.
I'm like, so anyways.
That's probably why I hate men.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, and then it's all like, well, I can't because the boys are going to make fun of me. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that one's like working like on a rig or something, right? Yeah, and it's pregnant.
Oh,
right?
God.
So it's wearing like the ace bandage over
it's really hard to ride her Harley.
Over its milk jugs. You know what I mean? Because it's going to start making milk and its tits, no matter how they're trying to squeeze them down to look like a man.
Even if you have real small tits, when you get pregnant, they get pretty big.
Yeah.
So, So what you're saying is...
That would be weird, right? Like...
There's
like the hot one, right?
Dude, I've definitely never seen a pregnant butch lesbian.
No.
And I know what the name of our episode is. Pregnant butch lesbian. I'm putting it in my notes
we're going to lose listeners for that one, right?
Oh, fuck them.
But, anyways. So, yeah, a pregnant butch lesbian. That would be weird to see, right? I mean, it'd be even weirder to see, like, a pregnant butch, like, gay dude, right? That'd be much weirder. He's like, look, right? He's like, I'm 23 weeks, right? I'm almost in my, at the end of my 2nd trimester.
You've definitely never see, you may see a pregnant, like, feminine lesbian, but you just wouldn't know because it would just be a pretty woman who's pregnant, right? Walking around with her.
Like a shaved head?
No, feminine, like the pretty one.
Oh, the feminine one. Yeah, it would just look like
Lipstick lesbians, I think they're called.
Lipstick lesbian?
Yeah, when you know, like when you watch porn, it's like these two fine ass chicks scissoring. Like that's just not real.
Yeah.
It's just not. That does. I mean, I'm sure it does happen, but as far as like real lesbians, like
that's in college, and then after that, they go and get one that
I'm not talking about like they're doing something to impress a man. I'm saying like real, like I love women only, and this other girl loves women only, and they're both hot scissoring. I don't think that happens. I think best case scenario, it's hot and butch.
Like Selena Gomez and the chick from the Fast and Furious movies.
You want them to do it?
No, they were.
What?
Yeah. You know
on film? No, but yeah, but they're not lesbians.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Yes, they were.
Mm.
They're like making out in the ocean.
Yeah, but
they were together.
Lots of girls kiss girls.
There's a hot chick, and then the other one's that I can't stand her. Michelle Rodriguez or something like that.
Is Selena Gomez who I'm thinking? Robbie showed us a picture of her in a bikini when she was probably real young.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Okay, so anyway.
She was in like Disney shit or something.
I'm saying lesbians.
Yeah.
You're telling me neither one of those chicks like dudes?
No, I think they liked dudes. I don't think that Mexican chick has in a long time, though.
Okay, so maybe my theory's got a hole in it.
They're not both hot. The one is a butch one.
They're pretty.
She plays butch chicks.
They're pretty.
She plays butch chicks. She was in SWAT. She's a military person and everything.
Okay, take every butch type, whatever lesbian you've ever seen, and Michelle Rodriguez, who gets fucked first? Who do you like more? Her over.
Hold on, I was thinking of something else. What?
Her. She's hotter than every butch, whatever the nice way to say it, lesbian is of all time.
Okay.
That you've ever seen. So she's not what I'm thinking of dudes with flannel. I mean girls. I really didn't mean to say that.
Look, you're finally getting your heart on.
I'm thinking of chicks with like flannel shirts and a chain wallet and fucking hiking boots and a shaved head.
I know what you're picturing. And she's just got money
and she looks good.
Yeah.
She has a nice body. She doesn't strap her tits down.
I mean, she is more on the feminine side.
More? She's really pretty. I guarantee you when they do...
She's doodly.
I guarantee you when they do that 50 woman's... okay, I started. When they do that...
When they do 50 women's.
When they do that 50 most beautiful women...
Okay.
I guarantee you she's been in it.
Duh.
Because she's pretty.
They do that stuff.
I'm not saying she's the hottest girl I've ever seen.
Because she's famous.
I'm saying
it's not like they're going through every fucking town to go find the hottest chick.
She's not butch.
You know what I mean? They just go over the 50 famous people. That's why there's some old people in the group. There's young people in the group.
But there's no butch in the group.
Anytime they do that,
probably is now.
Top 50 hottest whatevers, right?
You know, like Kumail Nanjiani was like number 22, and I was like, okay, the list is bullshit. That guy is real ugly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm hot. I'm saying that guy is like, he looks weird. Like, I get Brad Pitt, okay, he, good looking, Tom Cruise, whatever. But like, Kumail Nanjiani
remember when
you're
ugly. Like Ryan?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember what episode that was, but
a long time.
You said
ago.
Ryan Reynolds, and I was saying Ryan Gosling because girls were always big time about. Ryan Gosling.
I needed a reference for a good looking guy, and I said Ryan Reynolds, and then he was arguing with me, and he's like, "Yeah, I understand Ryan Gosling, whatever," and I was like, "No, I said Ryan Reynolds." So we found out then. Actually, I said Gosling, and you said Reynolds.
Was it?
So we found out then that my type is the more like cute, like feminine boy. And yours is a little more like muscular and like you like a guy with a sense of humor, I guess. He's funnier.
Okay.
But yeah, we found out that if we were gay, what kind of it's not like if I was gay, I would actually fuck Ryan Gosling. I'm sure he could do better. But
yeah, if you were gay, you'd fuck Ryan Gosling. Like, that's just how that works.
I would have to
like Ryan's him. Like, come on, Jeremy, hurry up. When are you gonna turn? Right?
I mean, yeah.
He's like, I've been sending you dick pics forever.
Dude, you know how much
that's why you can't get it up because you're thinking of Ryan Gosling's dick constantly in your text messages.
So
you're finally getting a chub. Oh, hold on, I got a message, babe. You look, and you're like, damn it, Ryan.
It would be pretty badass to get a dick pic from a celebrity, just because you could. I mean, I guess I'm guessing that I couldn't blackmail them because if they're sending one to me, it's probably pretty well known that they send dick pics. I'm not the first guy they thought of to send one to.
Or he just sends it to a random number. You know what I mean? Yeah. He just sends it to a random, you know what I mean?
Oh, that would be fun.
He's like, hey, this is Ryan Gosling, right?
I bet Ryan
It'd be funny just to do that.
I bet
from your phone number.
If you were one of those, we just did it again.
You know what I mean?
You just said Ryan Gosling, and I said Ryan Reynolds.
Did it really?
The same guy. We clearly have a type. We're both trying to think, all right, hot guy. And we're coming up with different guys.
We're like, Ryan, what?
Oh, shit.
Anyways, so yeah, you're saying like, from your phone, you text someone, right?
Yeah.
And saying this is Ryan, whoever you want to say, right?
Yeah.
And just, it's a picture of a dick, right?
It would be pretty funny.
And someone's like, oh my gosh, this is Ryan Gosling's dick. And see if it gets on the tabloids.
Especially if you have it like...
I mean, I guess they wouldn't put a picture of his dick on it. It'd be blurred out, right?
So then what's the point? It's just his dick in the picture.
It'd be funny, though.
It would be pretty funny.
Oh, shit.
I've never sent... Like, you know, they always say, like, dick pics. Like on Twitter, girls will say a joke, and it'll be like a joke that has a sexual undertone, or it'll just be straight up like a sexual joke. And then they're like, please don't send me dicks. Like, it's a real thing. They make a joke like, you know, whatever. It's like, oh, my pussy's so dry, it's like the Sahara. And then all the comments are guys like, I'll fix that. And it's like, why would you be so... I would never cater to what an attention whore. You know what I'm saying? If a girl's like, oh, I look so ugly in this pic, and they're like really pretty.
Like,
no, you're not. Beautiful. You're beautiful.
And they're like, oh, he's nice. I'm going to date him.
Flooded with those.
She's like, I'm going to date him.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to date him too. Right? and him. Oh, he's got a dick. Right? I'm going to fuck him. Right?
I knew it. He does have a dick. I knew it.
Oh my god.
So, but I talked to some women on there, and they'll say like, yeah, you know, you sometimes you just get like creepy guys. I mean, I'm a creepy guy too, but I can't imagine like some girl says a joke about like my pussy, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I bet she would like to. And I'm like, I take a picture of my dick, and I'm like, zoom in, screenshot, make it look bigger.
Hold on, you have a vagina? You're like,
you're
I
telling
have something that goes in there. Right? Look, see?
You're not gonna believe this. I got something that'll fit perfect.
She's like, no, you don't. No. I have evidence. I can send you. Right?
Trust me, I have a dick. You
have hold on. That's not a good picture.
This is a match made in heaven.
Hold on, I gotta take a bigger picture. Let me get closer. Right?
I guess if you were gonna take a dick pic, here's what I would do. If I was gonna send a dick pic, is I would take it kind of not far away, but like kind of, and then zoom and screenshot that.
Yeah, that's probably
so that it looks so it's a clear picture, but it's zoom. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know if it wants to be a clear picture.
No, it needs to be
just make it blurry, like as if it's already censored.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is where my dick goes.
The real way to do it would be to like point it down a little bit and take the picture from above it, going down it. You know how like if you hold your arm out in front of you?
I guess.
I think that's what I would do. I've never sent like an unsolicited dick pic. I can't imagine having the confidence to think
and be like, that's pretty good. She'll like that.
This girl that I don't know. First of all, it's probably a really pretty girl because that's why you want to show her your dick. So this very attractive girl who, for a fact that an attractive girl has no problem getting dick. So this really pretty girl probably needs to see my dick, even though she didn't ask me or ever mention or doesn't know me. And just having that confidence to send that, you got to push send and be like, fuck, I shouldn't have done it.
As soon as you send it, yeah.
I've never done it. I've never sent an unsolicited dick pic, but
like, why hasn't she responded? Is she rubbing one out?
Yeah. She can't text because her hands are wet. She had to fucking. She had to use both hands to send me like that.
Like nice I'll send her a dick pic, so she'll send me pictures.
But if you were going to, let's say a really pretty girl makes a sexual joke, and you were like, all right, I think she wants some dick. But you don't. If you met a pretty girl and you went on a date, you wouldn't. Dick isn't the first move. The first thing you would send her is like your hand, maybe, like to hold hands. Then you send her like 2 fingers, and then you send her 3, and then you send her like what? Cupped hands, like you're grabbing her tits. I haven't really like.
You're already fingering her, and then you're gonna.
I know.
God.
That's weird because then you have like pussiness on her tits. You know what I mean? You get like she's wet, and then you grab her tits, and then that's on her tits. Yeah. But I'm saying like instead of sending a dick first, you should send like, oh, here's a nice picture of me. I look cute, and then the next one would be like, oh, my shirt's unbuttoned a little. And then the next one is like dick or whatever, you know, whatever. There has to be some progression. No girl that you don't know is going to see your dick. Like, you got to lead in. You know what I mean?
For one thing, it's usually dark.
I mean, you're doing that at night. That's nighttime behavior.
Up taking a picture
Who has taken a dick in the daylight?
Right?
That's fucked up.
It's bright. Right?
That's fucked up.
You know what I mean?
You see sunlight through the window. Yeah, fuck that. But I wonder, though, like, the mentality of... Now, I have almost I almost did send a dick pic, but I was gonna go on Google and get a cartoonishly big dick because it was somebody I was talking to that was not. It wasn't random. It was a person, and I thought this would be a funny moment to send a dick pic, but I would have to make it so cartoonishly, abnormally big that it's a joke. Because if it doesn't go, if I do that and then she does it, she's like, "Oh, that's his dick, damn." And then what if, like, this isn't gonna happen, but someday down the line I meet this or whatever, and like that girl's gonna see my dick, and she thinks she's getting the cartoonishly big dick. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, sorry, this is what I got.
Or, like, you just pick, like, it's in the first couple lines of, or pictures of Google. And she's like, I've seen that one before, right?
But I think...
What if, like, a girl gets dick pics, right? Like, and it's just always the same picture of the same dick?
It's just, there's one really good dick on Google.
Yeah, everyone's like, that's a nice looking dick, right? Yeah, and they're like, I want that to be my dick. They're like, she's gonna think that's my dick.
Yeah.
And then you send it, you're like, damn it, does she Google dicks too? Right?
But if everybody uses that perfect dick, and then that dick is somebody's.
So she gets her message. You know how, like,
send his dick pic for real.
You know when you haven't, like, seen your pictures, you've seen your phone in a while, and you go and open it up, oh, I got messages. It's the same dick pic from a bunch of different numbers, right? It's just like,
that's like,
it's
for
the
real.
Same angle. You know what I mean? It's
some of those chicks, like, there's women who are on Twitter and stuff. It's like they are like sexual. They use their sexuality to get like popular on Twitter, right? And the drawback of that, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Use what you have. If you're funny and you're using your funny to get famous, what's the difference, right? But the drawback of that is people are definitely going to be sending dicks to you. So there are. I've seen women say like, yeah, my notifications, whatever, were like full of dicks.
Because of this episode, we're going to be getting dick pics.
I hope so. I hope so.
Stop sending me dick pics.
It's not. Right? It's not threatening to me.
Yeah.
It's not. I get a dick pic. It's like, oh wow, yeah, cool dick or whatever. But I wanted to do some shout outs. We have, of course, the one that D said nobody's going to remember. At SBANNBLACK. That is who the questions came from.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm showing Dwight some of your work right now.
A dick coming out of someone's ass.
Bert Kreischer racist picture. Anyway, that's his. He's got a thing. You see. That's
go and check him out.
He's a Photoshop guy. He edits video. If you need something done, hit him up.
Yeah. Hey, and what's his first name?
I don't know. It's Bannon Black is what he goes
by. Hey, man. All right. Ask us some more questions. Hopefully you listen to this, like what we talked about. Ask us some more, and we'll talk about it next week. You should have loved
this thing because you're all about dicks, and that's
it's all about dicks.
About.
And
the other shout out for the from the what do you call it? When I said hit us up and we'll shout you out. Margot Carmichael didn't ask a question. Probably will be uncomfortable listening to us answering the questions that we're asked. But she's a writer, like a really talented writer who follows us and listens to the podcast. So go check out.
She used to.
I think she could take a punch. She's pretty fucking. I want to see what. Yeah, so at MARGOTCARM on Twitter. And check her out. And she posts like stuff she writes all the time. Pretty good stuff. You should definitely check it out. And other than that, the only other one we have to do is at Kiki the Generic, as always. That's our Canadian ambassador and artist. And
so you send her drawn pictures of dicks.
and she'll touch them up for you.
And then the author, you send her different fonts of the word dick.
Yeah. If you want to send a dick,
like Times New Roman, in all caps with quotes.
If you want to send a dick to Kiki, you send her a drawn or painted picture of a dick for sure. Yeah. And
or a painted dick.
Paint your dick.
Yeah.
Creatively. Don't just do it all one color. That's boring. And it's good to cover up all the herpes anyway with some paint. And Margot, if you want to send Margot,
look, it's polka dotted.
You just write the word dick.
Right. Yeah.
So, but polka dotted. So those are the shout outs, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah. All right, episode 59, y'all. All you vibrators.
Yeah.
Right. But anyways, all right. And as always, if you're listening to this, you are the bad vibe.